seeing reports from the Military Religious Freedom Foundation that are honestly terrifying. Over 200 US soldiers, Christians, Muslims, and Jews have blown the whistle. They say that commanders are opening combat briefings by telling them this war is God's divine plan. One commander literally told his unit that Trump was chosen to light the signal fire for Armageddon. We aren't talking about a standard military operations anymore. We're talking about a group of people at the highest levels of the US government who actually want to trigger a global catastrophe. Think about that next time you hear them talk about spreading democracy. You got to ask a question: what kind of democracy they're trying to spread in the world? While the missiles are flying over Iran, you got to keep your eyes on the map. Have you ever heard of the concept of Nile to the Euphrates vision? It's the extreme dream of greater Israel. And the concept of greater Israel was not born yesterday. It's been there for a long time. You know what happened last month? The US ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee, went on a podcast and basically said that Israel has a biblical right. You know what it means? He said, again, I'm repeating this: Israel has a biblical right to this entire region of the Middle East. He literally said it would be fine if they took it all. So 14 Muslim nations, including Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey, and of course so many others, issued a massive joint statement condemning this. Why? Because they know this isn't just a theory. While you're watching Tehran burn, Israel is accelerating land grabs in the West Bank and, of course, striking Lebanon as well. They're using the chaos to redraw the borders of the Middle East, redraw the boundaries in the Middle East, aiming for a power shift that wipes out the sovereignty of every neighboring Muslim state in the Middle East. So that is the plan, which is called Greater Israel. And that is the meaning of Greater Israel. You got to keep this in mind, and you got to keep asking questions about this issue. Now, let me talk about the timing issue. Why did this war explode right now? You know what happened on March the 2nd? Just 2 days after the strikes began, the DOJ released a massive 3 million document dump from the Jeffrey Epstein files. We're talking about 180,000 images and 2,000 videos. These files contain bombshell allegations against some of the most powerful people in Washington and other parts of Europe. The media should be talking about the arrests and the scandals, but instead they're talking about war. It's the ultimate distraction. Are thousands of people dying in the Middle East just to bury a sex scandal in the West? Shame on those people. History shows us that whenever a leader is in deep trouble at home, they start a fire abroad. This looks like the biggest political smokescreen in history, and it's engulfing the entire Middle East, not just Iran. This war, to my understanding, is designed to break the backbone of the region. They aren't just hitting military bases, they are hitting fiber optic cables. Yes, they are hitting fiber optic cables in the region as well, especially in Iran, related to Iran. Iran's internet is down to 4%, only 4%. They're hitting oil refineries, they're hitting oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz, cutting trade by 80%. They've even hit water desalination plants in Bahrain. They want the Ummah weak and divided, thirsty and in the dark. Defense officials are calling this a holy war while insulting Islamic beliefs. They want us fighting each other. Sunni against Shia, Shia against Sunnis, various versions of Sunnis, various versions of Shias, while they loot the resources and redraw the maps. They are betting that we will be too distracted by the Armageddon hype to see the actual theft happening right in front of us, right in front of our own eyes. So we got to wake up to the reality. To my understanding, the truth is this isn't just a war on Iran. It's a war on the sovereignty of the entire region, fueled by religious extremism and political desperation. They're using the lands of the people of the Middle East as a playground for their end times fantasies and as a shield for their scandals. So, one thing you got to remember, don't be fooled by the official narrative which they're trying to spread all over the world via their media platforms. The power is being dissected and the pieces don't fit the story. They're telling you wrong stories actually. So you got to be alert, you got to stay awake, and you got to stay united. And please, please, please keep asking the questions they don't want you to ask. What do you think? Is this Armageddon or just a massive cover up? Let's talk in the comments, which I will be waiting. Thank you.